each of you. We are we're really pleased that your families are here, that you have this nomination, and we're so looking forward to having you serve President Trump and the American people in your position. So congratulations to you. Ms. Dhillon, I want to come to you first. In Tennessee, we follow the motto, let's make it easier to vote and harder to cheat. And it is important for each person to know that their vote is counted and that that the process is going to be a process that is true, transparent, and honest. And so our counties have been busy cleaning up voter rolls, and it's why Tennessee has been ranked #1 in the country for election integrity. And I know that you're going to follow those same premises at the Department of Justice. So I would like for you to talk about what you can do at the Civil Rights Division to make certain that we restore election integrity.
Well, thank you for that question, Senator Blackburn, and I really appreciate how Tennessee has taken a lead in cleaning up the voter rolls. Federal law provides under the National Voter Registration Act that states do maintain their voter rolls in an up-to-date way, but in fact most states are woefully behind in doing so, which creates confusion and distress among citizens who are concerned that their votes are not being equally cast. I think there are limited enforcement mechanisms for the Department of Justice to necessarily take the lead on this particular issue, but there have been many cases in which private organizations or state parties have been granted standing to challenge, and the Department of Justice has the opportunity in those cases where the facts have been developed to come in and take a position as well. And the position, in my opinion, of the Department of Justice should be 100% in favor of clean voter rolls. And now many states have evolved excellent methods for doing that in a fair way, giving citizens notice, giving them notice in multiple election cycles. And so I think there are many ways that states can stay up to date like Tennessee has done.
Thank you for that. Mr. Sauer, I want to come to you, and I appreciated the opportunity to visit with you prior to the hearing. I want to drill down on one comment you made, justice without fear or favor. And I appreciated that because so many people that have reached out to us, members of this committee, have noted that it seemed we were in a season under the last administration where there were 2 tiers of justice and 2 tiers of access and 2 tiers of treatment, and the American people have spoken against this loudly, and they want equal justice for all. So I would like for you to comment on what you mean and how that concept, justice without fear or favor, is essential to your role as the Solicitor General.
Thank you very much for the question, Senator. And again, thank you very much for the opportunity to meet and speak with you. I greatly appreciated that opportunity. I greatly appreciate the question as well, because I think that you've asked about something that goes to the heart of the role of the Department of Justice. As I mentioned in my opening statement, the principle of equal justice under law, which is the same as justice without fear or favor, is central to the Department of Justice's mission. Senator Hawley, I think, referred to some recent historical examples of situations where that was not fully upheld in the most recent administration. In my opening statement, I referred to what to me obviously are the most compelling and really astonishing experiences that I have had with respect to that. That really arose, certainly that involved many of the cases that I had the privilege of litigating under the leadership of Senator Schmidt, but in it when he was Attorney General of Missouri, but also representing President Trump in the recent lawfare and weaponized prosecutions that he experienced. So we have a number of unfortunate examples in our recent history in the Department of Justice, and that's why what was really kind of a ringing call to me in President Trump's inaugural address was his statements that I quoted about restoring equal justice under law and the constitutional rule of law.
Thank you. Mr. Ritz, in your role over at DOJ, you're going to be responsible for initiating policy initiatives. And this is something important to addressing violent crime. that is just raging across the country. And I want to get from you in writing what you can do. The previous Trump administration had programs like Operation Legend, which was very effective in Memphis, Tennessee. And I know my time has expired, but if you'll submit that one to me in writing.
Thank you, Senator Blackburn. Thank you for respecting that time. We're going to hear from Senator Hirono now.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I asked the following two initial questions of all nominees before any of my committees, so I will ask you, starting with Mr. Sauer, and we'll just go right down the line. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No.
No.
No.